Hey YouTube, what's up? It's JT Sasuke. Oh god. Okay, so I apologize for being late with this Vampire Diaries review. I didn't know that there was a new episode. I found out a couple days ago that there was a new episode last week, so I just watched it today. As a matter of fact, about 2 hours ago, I just got done. Uh, oh my god. Okay, so Caroline, she cut off her emotions. She threatened Bonnie and Elena that if anybody tries to stop her from doing her thing, she's gonna kill somebody. She promised them not to kill anybody if they just give her 1 year to not feel hurt. That's all. That is all. They agreed to that. But they ended up following her to a rave that she was planning. She actually ended up almost killing Elena's ex-boyfriend, but she ended up saving him because she's smart. She compelled him to forget that she ever bit him, covering her tracks, which are pretty impressive. I like the fact that she's a smart, calculating vampire. But moving on. So yeah. Oh god, Caroline. So after that, Stefan comes up to her and he admits to her his feelings. His feelings that he already knew, but he was just scared to tell her, so he didn't say anything about it. After that, he told her to let that in, because she was angry. He said, let that in, let that, let that in and hold on to that. And it almost snapped her out of it, but she was like, nope, you just fucked up. She found Enzo, took his phone, called Sarah, brought her to a tavern, got Elena's ex-boyfriend, who is a medical student, but he's terrible at surgery. Basically, she set it up where, because Stefan tried to bring her back, she took Sarah Salvatore, Elena's ex-boyfriend, and compelled Elena's ex-boyfriend to perform surgery on her. And he doesn't know how to perform surgery. Okay. So, what ended up happening was Elena and Stefan went to confront him. I mean her. Sorry guys, her. Oh god. Elena, after they found out where Sarah was, Elena went to go get her. It was a small action sequence between Stefan. I thought Stefan was gonna start wrecking her, but I thought about it. I'm like, nah, Stefan likes her. He's not gonna do that. She gave him an ultimatum. The ultimatum was either allow her to die and be the way you are, or turn off your humanity. Because she knows that Stefan being the way he is the only way that she could ever actually turn back, and she doesn't want that, at least not right now. Eventually, Stefan turned off his humanity switch when he realized that Elena wasn't gonna actually find him. I mean Sarah, her. And at the end of the episode, she called him. She was like, Elena called him, like, I found him. She was just like, please don't tell me you turned off your humanity switch. He was like, fine, I won't. Gave it to Caroline. She was like, he turned it off, and that's where the episode ended. Caroline is bad. We go on to Bonnie. Holy shit. PTSD out the ass. Long story short, Bonnie is extremely powerful. She gotten her magic back. She is back. She was actually at the rave with Elena, trying to look after Caroline. A guy grabbed onto her, trying to dance with her, being a little too much, and she kind of boiled his hands. And then she called Damon. No, Damon called her. And Damon was like, hey, Kai wants to apologize. She didn't want to hear it. So he brought Kai to her. And Kai tried to apologize. Well, he did apologize, but she didn't accept the apology. And she was like, look, if you ever show your face around me again, I'm going to melt it off. She literally said that, but it sounded so dark and evil, yet she sounded so traumatized at the same time. Then she stormed off. She went back to her dorm. with Elena, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Damon shows up and he's like, "Hey, look, I'm sorry. It was about my mom. She said I don't care. I asked you not to bring him around, and you did anyways. And she said I want you to." She was like, "You were there the first time when he stabbed me in the stomach with an arrow, and then all of a sudden, it was like he got stabbed in the stomach with an arrow." And she was like, "I want you to feel the pain that I went through." And each time he had did something to her, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Damon ended up getting that wound. And I sat there and I was like, damn, Kai really fucked her up. So Kai did a number on her, and she just, oh my god. Now, she ended up calling Jeremy and telling him that she's back. She said that she wants to find herself and see if she liked the new person, because the new person that she is, because being there changed her. And she said, "I'll come see you when I figure out who I am." So that's over. Then we have Enzo. Basically, he was trying to get on Enzo. He was trying to get on Sarah's good side until he realized that Sarah didn't care about vampires, because Stefan actually ended up compelling her a long time ago to not care about anything that had to do with vampires. Now, the way she was describing vampires, it really just made me I don't know, it just made me think of Twilight. It was funny. I actually stopped the episode to laugh at that reference. I felt like it was a reference. Then they directly referenced it, but yeah, she was trying to get know more about him. He ended up telling her a secret, and boom, she didn't care. We found out that Stefan compelled her a long time ago because of Caroline. That's when Caroline stole the phone. Then we find out that it's actually Damon's mom in the prison world. She didn't die. She faked her death, and that in I think it was 1903 or 1908. I think it was 1903. She was in Europe. She came over to New York City, in Manhattan, and the Gemini Coven was like, "Hey, let's stop this bitch," and decided to lock her in the prison world because she was a ripper. She killed about 3,000 people because she was a vampire, and I'm like, holy shit. So with that being said, I mean, that was the episode. I haven't been this excited about a Vampire Diaries episode in a very long time. It was a really good episode. I can't believe how good it was, and I'm so upset that I didn't review this sooner. I'm mad that I didn't see this sooner. I have high expectations for the rest of the season. The rest of the season needs to follow suit and be just as good as this. I'm looking forward to so many things. Actually, tomorrow, not tomorrow, but Friday. Well, maybe tomorrow. I think, yeah, tomorrow I'm going to talk about some of the things that I'm expecting from the rest of this season. But until then, that's my review. Like it if you did. Comment, rate, subscribe, and